I have no shame attached to it.
That's that was. So you
Okay.
If y'all watching on YouTube, man, tune into YouTube, share it on YouTube.
Right on, right on. Welcome to the Tampa Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Ed.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See that.
We'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool. Because smart is
The new.
Giggity gangster.
baby, baby.
And if you don't know,
Now you know. Now you know. Now you know.
If you ain't know, now
gotta,
you know.
For the radio audience, you got to turn that Zoom on so they can hear this thing.
The Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by hosts, guests, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Carafesta Radio. 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, sponsors, or partners.
All right, y'all.
Yeah, man. This is the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
It is. I just can't hear myself. So
Don't worry, they can hear
Yeah,
you.
they can hear me as long as they can hear me.
Wait, hold on. I don't see nothing jumping and fading, mixing and
Yeah.
twisting.
Yeah,
You, I'm just saying.
jumping and fading, mixing and twisting. Put it in the chat.
Hello.
Charlie Funky there. People, are you there?
If you can
Good
hear
morning,
me,
Tiff. Can you hear me good? Because I can't hear myself.
share the page, like the
I
page,
can't hear
tag a
myself.
friend. We about to go in.
There we go.
Somebody can hear us.
Somebody somewhere. It's just the radio.
yeah, I
Remember the
don't know.
radio?
Yeah, I don't know about the radio right now.
Don't know what's happening with the radio.
Was this a holiday weekend? This wasn't a holiday weekend.
It felt like it though. It was a holiday week, and so like that.
Really, was it?
Oh,
No.
Monday.
last-
Well,
last-
Monday was the holiday.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
See, I
And so-
knew it
so-
felt like
Yeah,
something
so it
odd.
was the short week, and them short weeks be the longest week. Seem like.
Yeah, a lot went on this week.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So,
How was your weekend, man? I mean, really, your week.
It all blended together. That's why I felt like
Yeah.
a long holiday weekend.
Yes, sir.
It all blended together.
Yes, sir. Community voices, man. Thank you for that. I got the email wrap up of the community voices, man, and I appreciated that update. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And
we got to keep going. There's a lot of work that needs to be done.
yes.
And one of the main things is coordination, man, and putting it all together. It's a lot going on. There's a lot of moving parts. So we're gonna work on helping community put it together.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for your work and your diligence, my brother. But I definitely saw that update. And I'm like, yeah, it is a lot. You can see the coalescence of the resources and people pouring in, saying, "Hey, man, I got some stuff that I'm doing. I got some stuff I want to do. I got like who's helping. I'm helping. This is what I'm doing," and that's what I appreciate too. Just
and I appreciate that. You got to coordinate it, right? Because I think what's going I think what John Witherspoon, you got to coordinate and like a boomerang.
I love that.
But you got to, because honestly, a lot of the resources missing the mark because we're too busy competing and not coordinating.
Yeah.
So after the meeting at the lake, I seen the need for more of coordination after you review the notes.
Yeah.
If you didn't get the email, put your email in the chat.
Please.
I'll make sure I send the email or share the email with you.
Yeah.
And you'll see that, the people really, they're not feeling helpless. It's just a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
It's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah. I hear that. Definitely appreciate that, man. Summer is officially here. School is out. I think what was that? That was another part of it last week. So after graduation, and then last week was the
that's what it was.
Last day of school was Thursday. Yeah.
That's why the beach was like that this weekend.
Yeah.
And
Clearwater Beach. So let's talk about it. It's Clearwater Beach. Teen takeover. The teen takeovers continue. So this is what they said. This was the headline: "Shooting at Clearwater Beach kicks off summer safety concerns," was the way that they worded this particular headline. So for those who don't know what happened, a shooting occurred on Sunday evening, May 31st at Clearwater Beach near Coronado Drive and Pier 60.
It was caught on tape.
I didn't see the.
Yes, it was caught on tape.
Oh, wow.
This is interesting.
Wow. So the shooting was actually captured on
the
video.
Entire incident.
Oh, wow. And so let me see here. They said that police say one person was transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The incident happened shortly after 5 p.m. during a busy weekend at one of Florida's most popular beaches. Following the shooting, authorities also reported multiple fights in the area, and access to a portion of the South Beach area was temporarily restricted while police investigated. At the time of the initial reports, police had not released any details about suspects, motives, or arrests, but it's giving conversation about the larger picture as we're entering summer, entering the beach season, the graduation season, knowing that youth are out of school. Historically, this is when you have larger crowds, tempers flare, and they're saying that these are when you see the spikes in violence. And there's concerns and conversations happening right now about summer violence prevention programs. So yeah.
Hey, when I was watching the video, it's tragic because it just show you how, like, I didn't even expect to see, Jit whip out and start firing right there.
So they actually got him on the video pulling it.
It was
because video I saw was just like, shots fired, crowd running. Wow.
He did, but in that same video, you see 7 people about to jump him.
It's like 7, 8 kids approaching him. Like they come and they, like,
It look like
it's sad on multiple occasions, right?
Yeah.
Because it is kind of like Jit was standing his ground.
Okay.
Like, and the sad part is that there is no conflict resolution.
Mm-hmm.
They just finna jump and shoot, and it was wicked. It was a wicked scene.
Wow.
Chased him down.
Chased him and shot.
Chased him and shot him.
Okay, so that changes stand your ground.
Nah, you can go behind him.
You can.
Man, they changed the law. They changed the law.
You can chase him.
Man, George Zimmerman, man.
You can't chase him.
Yeah, George Zimmerman. Just think about it. George Zimmerman, they changed the law, man. George Zimmerman, man. So
It's that, but I will tell you, this
can-
is so when we look at this, all right, we have to change what we are feeding our children as far as when they're kids and what manhood looks like.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pride in our community where it is, you call me this name, I gotta show you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you done seen, like, this is just think about, like, we put a lot of power.
That's not a new phenomenon.
No, but
that's been the phrase I've been saying, because a lot of these things we act like this stuff is new. I remember a lot of the trouble I got into was being called out, trying to prove I wasn't what somebody said I was.
Oh, I appreciate you for that, but y'all owning that. Yeah,
like I wasn't really
cultural.
It's
That's a cultural thing.
You ain't gonna. I bet you won't. And you ain't gonna. Yeah. And you acting like, oh, you. I bet you I will.
Yeah,
that go all the way to adulthood. People still can't.
No, to this, that's what I'm saying.
So real
right now, like, oh, let somebody call me an FN.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm finna show them who the FN is.
You got people that's grown. Oh, if they say that about your homeboy, you ain't gonna straighten them on that. It's like, nigga, we I'm sorry. Like, we 50
half 100, man. Yeah, half 100. We talk, listen, the last show we talked about adults acting like children.
Yes,
not being able not being able to deal with it. And the reality is our youth are having issues with it, and we gotta help them one by one.
Yeah,
we can't get so lost in the sauce, because like tragedies happen every other day. This is it's almost like whiplash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when I was watching the video, at first I seen the pictures.
Okay.
So I ain't say nothing. I watched the pictures, and then when I seen the video, I was like,
wow.
I'm glad I ain't say that. I was gonna say something all day. I've been seeing the posts. I had something to say too.
Okay.
Listen, I held my words. I ain't say what I wanted to say on nobody post.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I saw the video, I was like, wow, glad I didn't say nothing.
Right.
Because I would have just been fat mouth, not knowing the whole situation, and to watch the whole situation is kind of like, whoa.
And we still, and just to even see it, we still don't know nothing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We still don't know nothing.
Yeah.
You know, and
that's
so like looking, and I'm looking at that.
Yes.
And then like Carla say, this is simply not acceptable.
Right.
The difference is the access to guns. That's another thing. But
they get a gun quicker than they can get a job. I hate to say it. I hate to be the one to say it. They can get a gun faster than they can get an opportunity. And I hate to say it. The reality is we don't know what's gonna happen next. So we gotta take one day at a time and get in one child life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Touch one, help one, and then each one teach one, because we got to get back to the basics, man. I think it's a breakdown of the fundamentals.
Here's another one of the pieces that came up as a part of this conversation too, is just about the feeling of safety, right? And I remember we talked about this too, like being safe and then feeling safe.
It's two different things.
So do you feel safe taking your family to like these large public events or large public gatherings? Like, do you feel safe, or do you like have your head on a swivel? You know, when you go into these large public gatherings, are you worried about, is this the space where a mass shooter could be, or is this like, do you even think about that?
So I'm going to tell you this. I'm not living my life in fear.
Yeah.
Not in that type of fear where I'm going to stop enjoying life because I'm afraid of
what. Do you think about it? Like I was just at the pier. I didn't think about it.
Yeah,
like,
I don't. When I go to the beach,
we was able to get out. We took a walk down the pier, and at not one point did I think like, oh man.
I didn't think about it. I typically don't think about it.
I walk in my neighborhood. I don't think like I may not be safe.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I don't.
There's very few places where I go where I don't think that I'm gonna be all right.
You want me to tell you when I feel like I don't be feeling?
I don't know if I want you to tell me or not. Well, tell me.
When I'm traveling and I'm in them small hick towns.
Okay, yeah.
That's the only time I feel like, oh, let me go ahead.
No. I remember riding with Mr. Edmond, and we was going somewhere. We took a lot of trips together, And he was like, boy, you see how tall them trees is? We need to hurry up and get out of here.
I done.
He was like, them trees is too tall. He was like, man, where we at? Them trees is going way up.
The wrong
He was
turn.
like, what?
The wrong turn, boy.
And I didn't think about it, but when he said it, I'm like, boy, you right. Well, them some tall trees. I don't even used to seeing
I
trees
go
this
to
tall.
town and I
We
see
need to
one.
get-
I see
yeah.
one person spit out the tobacco.
Oh, yeah, it's time
Oh,
to go.
it's time to go.
Yeah, hurry up.
But no, but
Yeah.
for real.
That's it. No, all jokes aside. But that's
Yeah.
like when I'm
Yeah.
here in the city or when I'm with.
Right.
But I'm not
Saying
gonna
what's
say
good.
that I'm not like. I think the only time I'm more cautious is when I have like children with me
Yeah.
or something like that, and it's more about like keeping them close or something
Mhm.
like that. But I'm really not like around here saying, "Ooh,
Yeah. Yeah.
somebody, yeah."
I don't feel safe when I see a lot of. I
Come
just
on,
hate to
man.
say it though.
Yeah.
A lot of police.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like
That
Yeah.
don't increase your feeling of
no
safety.
matter
Yeah.
where I'm at,
Yeah.
when I just see a lot of police activity, it's unsettling.
Mm.
For no
Yeah.
reason.
I feel you don't usually know the reason,
Yeah.
and it don't even got to be one, and just no.
No, I hear that.
It's a no. But this beach incident is something that we got to deal with as a community because honestly, y'all, right? When is it gonna come so close to home that you gonna feel the need to get involved,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because like you were saying the other day, it's always a catalyst event. It's always something
Yeah.
that tips the scale.
Mhm.
And
then
now you.
what is
Yeah,
gonna be?
yeah.
Like that's to the audience. That's to the,
That's true.
What is gonna be your tipping scale before you get involved?
That's right.
Or you say, okay, enough is enough. I need to be involved, and not just keyboarding and
Yeah.
and
And,
tweeting.
and the one thing about these
Yeah, but leaving
kids,
your comfort zone
Yeah.
and getting involved.
when
yeah.
you gonna feel unsafe,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
To get to help make a difference.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to work inside the comfort zone.
Yeah.
It's easy to be okay. I feel good right here.
Mm-hmm.
But the real growth and the changes when we on outside of our comfort zone.
That's right.
When we gonna
That's
make
right.
ourselves uncomfortable to
Yeah.
help, to build a better community.
True.
and one thing, these kids will respect you if you are, or if you're showing genuine care.
Mm-hmm.
I done been like you say, things don't change. I done been the parent that did the teen party that they done said, this Miss Qiana stuff, we ain't showing our tail today.
We need a
You know
whole
what?
community. We need
No,
them to say this is South St. Pete or this is
We ain't doing
Pinellas County. We don't do that
But
in
you-
Pinellas County.
But you need the adults to get involved. You know what I mean? Hello, callers, introduce yourself.
Good morning. This is Miss C, the job coach.
And
Yeah, I can hear you. Hey, Coach G.
Keep doing your conversation. I'm going to ask you to go back and look at something that I put on your last topic. But I will tell you that my social worker was right there when that happened. And they said that the woman that was driving did nothing wrong. It was just, in their opinion, a freak accident. I
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, driving on the beach.
I didn't hear any of that. My headphones.
No, we're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about the kids who got in the fight.
Oh,
Well, the
Okay.
teens, because they don't like to be called kids.
Yeah, it was a teen takeover, and then
Yeah.
there was a shooting at Clearwater Beach.
okay. Yeah, I mean, I live in Clearwater, and I'm in downtown Clearwater a lot, and those kids are on scooters, they're on bikes, they're unsupervised. They be wilding out. They just do. They come in and out of stores. I don't know when we put together this last day of school wilding out thing. I don't know when it happened, but parents in this area are very lackadaisical.
So let me ask you
Very
this, Coach D.
lackadaisical.
The question that we had on the table before you called was, when you're out in the community, do you feel safe?
I feel safe.
Okay.
I don't fear those kids because in my mind they're kids,
Right.
and the places that I travel to are places that have security.
Okay.
So I can move in those spaces, in the places that I have security. But the fact that I need to have security is ridiculous.
I hear that. Well,
They need to
definitely.
get those kids off those scooters and get them in their neighborhoods, not all over Clearwater, anywhere. And their parents need to teach them that.
But thank you for calling, Coach D. I
Thank
appreciate that input and that contribution.
And I'm glad you
Yeah.
said that, because there is a new push to charge parents, right? And so and for me, we only got a minute, but my thought was, now we're going to criminalize the whole house.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is we're doing 1980s crack law all over again.
Yep.
Because we're so scared and we don't know what to do. Now we're finna co-sign an entire family going to jail when a knucklehead do something.
And
Yeah.
then on top of that, we're finna criminalize a whole population
The whole family.
forget the whole population
Yeah.
for the few that's acting up. Because look, every day we're not hearing about kids running in and out of stores.
Yeah.
Right. And it's a lot of them that get on the scooters and just enjoying life.
Yeah, it's what I think this was Friday's conversation too. You talking about these broad brushes
You're right.
and how you paint these broad brushes, and you say, it's these kids these days.
Yeah,
where
I know.
where it's
Or
really
these
a small
teens, yeah.
percentage of the teens. Like, these are not all teens that are participating in that, but because these few teens are having these challenges or facing this, whatever, you're gonna take that and make it where, like, no teens, what I
And
mean?
then you take the responsible teen that is out there did exactly what their parents said to do, and now they're roughed up.
Then you take them to jail. You
Right.
go out and you sweep and get 30 kids off, and you take them to jail, and now they got to fight. They way out the paper bag.
Yeah.
Just because. So
It's 8
I don't.
o'clock.
So
Yeah.
it is 8
Yeah,
o'clock.
yeah,
So
we
I
gotta-
don't
we gotta
agree with that
continue
either.
this.
Y'all stick and stay, because we talking about the issues that impact us the most
That's
right
right.
now. And thank you, Brother John.
We'll be back.
We'll be
Tag a
back.
friend. Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking exactly why 2026 is, without a doubt, the absolute most consequential year in St. Petersburg's modern history. We're looking at a definitively transformative 18-month window where foundational decisions on our leadership, our urban core, and climate resilience are all literally colliding at once. Honestly, I want you to picture the ultimate chaotic juggling act. Imagine a frantic resident trying to balance a massive baseball stadium, a swirling storm cloud, and a giant tax bill. Because, well, that's exactly what voters are facing right now. We aren't just picking a mayor this cycle. No, we are voting on the literal physical and financial future of the Sunshine City for the next 50 years. Okay, here's our quick roadmap for today. First, the 2026 St. Pete Crucible. Then, that billion-dollar baseball deal. Third, we'll hit the $600 million climate question. Fourth, taxes and municipal power. And finally, number 5, your actual 2026 action plan.
All right, let's jump right into part 1, the 2026 St. Pete Crucible. This is that definitively transformative 18-month window.
So, for residents, these are the absolute critical deadlines you need to circle on your calendar right now. Your window for shaping the city really kicks off with the candidate qualifying deadline on May 29th. From there, we're sprinting straight into the August 18th primary election. And if no one secures a clear majority, the whole thing culminates in the monumental November 3rd general election. These dates are the exact focal points where all these massive local issues are going to be decided. Looking at the board, we've got a pretty crowded executive contest. And just to be clear, we aren't endorsing anyone here, just neutrally looking at the options. We have incumbent Mayor Ken Welch, whose platform is deeply tied to his 86-acre redevelopment plan and a massive climate bond. But he's facing formidable challengers. You've got former Governor Charlie Crist, who obviously brings huge name recognition, and current City Council member Brandy Gabbard, who's been fiercely critical of exactly how infrastructure spending is being distributed across different districts. The political stakes for residents here? Yeah, they couldn't be higher.
Moving into part 2, the billion-dollar baseball deal. This is the historic gas plant versus the Tampa pitch.
Now, there is a fascinating dual-track race happening right now. In St. Pete, the city is actively selecting developers this May for the historic gas plant district. This is an 86-acre site that represents the largest redevelopment opportunity in the entire region, especially with the Tropicana Field lease expiring soon. But meanwhile, right across the bay, Tampa is debating a $2.3 billion ballpark proposal for the Rays over at the Hillsborough Community College campus, and they are racing toward a June 1st deadline for binding agreements. But the absolutely crucial point here is this staggering number, $1.065 billion. That's the proposed public contribution the Rays are asking for from Hillsborough County and the city of Tampa to make their new stadium a reality. It's a massive funding stack that relies heavily on tourist development taxes and community investment tax dollars. And as you might expect, it has sparked some fierce cross-party debate.
And this quote perfectly captures the exact tension voters and officials are wrestling with. Tampa City Council member Bill Carlson says he's fiscally conservative and wants to make sure public money is used wisely, but he also acknowledges the stadium would go in a place that could really use the development. It's kind of the ultimate municipal dilemma, right? Is it a billion-dollar public giveaway, or is it a transformative anchor for mixed-use development? Okay, shifting gears to part 3, the $600 million climate question, also known as the St. Pete Agile Resilience Bond. Look, recent hurricanes like Helene and Milton completely exposed the vulnerabilities in St. Pete's aging infrastructure. Right now, the city uses a pay-as-you-go approach funded strictly by utility fees. The problem? That's going to take until 2050 to finish necessary upgrades, carrying a huge risk of inflation and delays. So officials are proposing a general obligation or GEO bond to front-load $600 million right now. This would accelerate 5 years of projects to harden the city's stormwater and sewer systems. Let's translate this massive bond directly to your kitchen table. If voters approve the bond, the cost gets distributed across property taxes, adding an estimated $96 annually per $100,000 of taxable property value. But if the bond fails and the city tries to accelerate these projects through the existing model, households could face a staggering $486 hike in their utility rates.
But this definitely isn't an easy sell. Council member Mike Harding raises a really fascinating philosophical question. How do we go through that process of how resilient is too resilient? When you spend millions hardening one single water plant so it doesn't shut down for 12 hours, well, that's money you can't spend anywhere else. Plus, candidates like Brandy Gabbard are pointing out that these proposed projects aren't evenly distributed across the city's districts. So it's this massive debate over equity and economic timing.
All right, diving into part 4, taxes and municipal power. We're talking fiscal squeezes and the Duke Energy expiration.
While the city is considering taking on $600 million in bond debt, they are simultaneously facing a huge state-level threat. Looming state legislation, specifically House Bill 201, threatens to completely eliminate non-school property taxes on homesteaded properties. If that passes, St. Pete's revenue would plummet by $140 million. To put that in perspective, after paying for police and fire, the city would have barely anything left over to split among parks, recreation, and community enrichment. And at the exact same time, the city's 30-year franchise agreement with Duke Energy expires in August 2026. Because of this, St. Pete is currently studying whether it's feasible to officially break up with Duke entirely and create its own municipal electric utility, essentially a city-owned public utility that provides electricity directly to residents to try and gain control over rates, grid resilience, and renewable energy goals. Okay, bringing it all home with Part 5, your 2026 action plan. Let's look at key deadlines and advocacy points. Your voice is absolutely the deciding factor in all of this. So, here's your action plan. Step 1, track the Community Benefits Advisory Council, or CBAC, committee selections this May, because they are going to advise on that massive gas plant district. Step 2, keep a close eye on Tampa's June 1st stadium deadline, as that will ripple across the entire bay. And Step 3, definitely the most important, show up and vote in the August 18th primary and the November 3rd general election. With all these massive, definitive municipal forces colliding in this single 18-month window, the ultimate question is, how will you step up to shape the future of St. Petersburg? Between a redefined downtown, a $600 million climate bond, and looming state tax cuts, will it be a city crippled by fiscal austerity or a modernized, resilient hub of the Gulf Coast? The power is quite literally on your ballot. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep asking questions, stay informed, and definitely get ready for 2026.
On January 6th.
Yeah, oh, that's what he's talking about. Still, welcome back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Ed.
This program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See that.
We'd like to thank y'all for tuning in and helping us to redefine what's cool. Because smart is
The new
Gangster.
baby.
And if you don't know,
Now you know.
Now you know. Now you know.
The Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by hosts, guests, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Carafesta Radio. 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, sponsors, or partners.
Yeah, that feels good.
Mm-hmm.
So before the break, we were talking about the teen takeovers. Summer's here, school is out, and the challenges that are facing our youth in the community. And we highlighted a story that we were talking about, this incident that happened on Clearwater Beach, where there was a Clearwater Beach kickoff to the summer that has now ignited safety concerns, and people are talking about what we gonna do with these kids. So that's where we left off. Some of the comments that we had before the break, I want to take them. Let's see. Let's go back. Let's go back to what the people were saying. Shayna, what's good? We appreciate you.
Thank you.
And then Carla B, wisdom all around the table. The teens are unaccompanied minors. The parents letting them go at 13 or younger unaccompanied. That far away from home, many of the teens are not from Clearwater, long way from home. How do we educate our teens about these mass meetups? What you telling your teenagers about the mass meetup? Do you talk to them about teen takeovers?
See, all right.
I don't even think that's a conversation.
Okay.
It is.
Should it be?
I mean,
It is a conversation. And then you want me to tell you this is why we're having it, because it ain't a conversation. If there's like, if you're not having
there ain't nobody grown saying, boy, hey,
because one we don't use teen takeover like as a term.
Yeah.
we don't have to use that as a term.
This is something
we just did for spring.
No, but I'm just saying that's
We
something
had a
that we
spring
doing
break
in
takeover,
media and all
Yeah.
that, but like not in conversational terms.
So teens are not calling them takeovers?
No.
What they calling them?
They got.
You don't know.
It's something. For,
You don't know.
but
Just
it's
say
something-
you don't know.
It's something for each one of them. Everything different.
The theme
Like,
for each one of
yeah,
them?
everything
No, but-
different. Because like when I show Speed, them was just doing those things,
Okay.
those pop up. That's what a pop up is.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
And they
then-
don't call it a
but
takeover. They just say
that's
it's a
just what you
pop-up.
call that. You call that a pop up. But then they have another one they call something else. But the outcome.
We said flash mobs was the thing that they
I'm
said.
telling you, it's
yeah.
several names for the
Yeah.
thing. It's identical to the same thing,
Okay.
but it just turns into a teen takeover in the media's terms.
Okay.
That's like what's being used to kind of demonize the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And to demonize the people who are there. So now you're taking 30, 40 kids to jail, and everybody like, yeah, that's what they need. They shouldn't be out there by themselves anyway.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
I was unaccompanied at like 8, 9 years old, man.
And then when you
let's talk about it.
It was,
and let me tell you what. And why you say that in Carla, when Carla wrote this, she didn't say anything about a teen takeover.
she said mass meetup. Thank you. Yeah,
No,
she,
No,
no,
so what?
this is the question.
Wait,
Her
wait,
question
listen,
was,
because you went. Yes.
no, I hear that.
I'm saying that because I was talking about we don't talk about teen takeovers as a conversation.
Yeah.
And then we
That's
do.
what-
So her question was, how do we educate our teens about these mass meetups?
And you do, and so I've had those when Cheyenne was a teen, but I was the parent that was there.
Yeah.
Like my baby couldn't go out there by herself. Like, no, it ain't. No, we're not doing this. You
I
know,
don't think that's most parents.
huh?
It's most parents is like you got some parents. You got some parents of teens who are there who told them not to go there. Come on, man.
No, but
you got. I bet you it's somebody at that takeover saying, "Oh my God, we gotta hurry up and get home because
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to be here."
yes, yes. But I mean but you want me to tell you,
Like everything is good until the shooting pop off, and it's like, "Boy, I can't get shot at this thing,
Right.
Because I'm not even supposed to be here."
a true
Come
story.
on.
No, true story. My mama told me I couldn't go to a party. Right? My mama told me
Yeah.
And
So-
you win.
Wait, listen. I went to my best friend's sneaker house. Her mama told us we could go to the party.
There you have it.
So we went to the party. Then 2 boys walked us home. I ain't gonna tell you who the 2 boys was, but they walked us home. every car I saw, I thought it was my mama.
Yeah.
So I hid. I'm behind every tree. There go my mama. Now ain't nothing happened at the party.
Yeah.
And after
But
that,
you
I was
can't
like,
really
it ain't
enjoy yourself.
it wasn't even worth it because I just knew
But
for me.
if something had happened, would your mother should have been like responsible? Like saying they want to take parents to jail.
No.
Let's just say that same incident, and you went out. You was told not to go out.
Yeah.
But you went to Shamika's house, and her mama said, "Y'all can go out."
It's fine. So do you lock Shamika mama up?
No, but
Ooh, it's sweet.
Right?
What they doing?
God,
They
Yeah.
doing
So my
God.
mama said no. So
They
my
gonna be
mama
doing
in the
all-
clear. But now Shamika mama said,
Shanika,
yeah.
and God be
Shanika-
pleased with her. She passed
Yeah.
us, but
Okay. Thank you.
but no, but
Thank you.
no, but I mean, I'm just saying, I don't think the parents should be necessarily responsible, but I just think that not necessarily, but I do think that parents need to, when at some age, and like you said, you was roaming at 8 or 9. I
I
just
was on the company too.
Come on, but listen, man.
I remember having. I
Both
remember
my
having,
parents used to work.
I had a key around my neck because that was the
What,
same.
talk about
yeah,
latchkey. Remember the latchkey
I had a
kids?
key around my neck in 3rd grade. So what's 3rd grade? That's like 9. So yeah, 9,
telling you,
10.
man.
I think 4th grade.
And that wasn't bad parenting.
I was
that was-
unaccompanied.
But that wasn't bad parenting either.
I mean,
That
I had your instructions,
rules.
but it was up to me to follow the rules. You know what I mean? It's like,
But when
okay,
you
don't
don't
have
have
nobody
no
in my
rules-
house. Get
You
home
already
by the
know the
time.
rules.
Like you know the rules.
Don't open the
Yeah,
door
but
to
you-
nobody.
like you know the
but,
rules.
but you got
if
rules. But if you don't have no rules,
I think everybody got rules.
no, everybody don't have
Most people have rules.
most, but
Most
not
people
all.
got rules. Come on now.
Not all.
I can't allow myself to believe that we've devolved so much that now we just got the majority of our parents is not putting no rules down.
No,
Letting
that's-
these kids do whatever they
Hey, you want me to
do.
tell you? This is no. Let me
Come
tell
on,
you.
man.
This
That's
is
the perception. That's the perception people
no,
feel.
but
Yeah.
no,
When
but
people
we
say
got
about
a lot.
kids, them kids, what? Their parents ain't home. Their parents ain't raising them.
No,
kids,
and
right?
And anytime you talk, I'm sorry, Q. Anytime you talk to a parent, you never hear a parent say, "Well, you know what? I don't even got no rules for my kids." When you talk to that parent,
No.
nah, man, my children just do whatever they want to do.
And I done seen parents,
And I'm all right with
and I done seen parents that let them kids do whatever they want to do, and they'll tell you they got rules, but them parents, them kids, you done been there when you be like, is she gonna ever tell them to sit down?
When you put it like that, I know some parents when you look at them and be like, "You ain't gonna get them together."
And you know more, you come on.
I was trying, y'all. I was really trying to make the case, y'all.
But I'm not saying that, but you see a lot of, and this is this lax parenting that we have, a lot of lax
Gentle
parenting.
parenting.
The gentle parenting, they call it. Like
Parenting has changed.
and they'll tell you like you're supposed to respect their boundaries. They can slam the door. That's their door. They
That's their
don't.
space.
That's the that you pay for.
That's their space.
Like you don't know what goes out, and like they can have a gun in there. When do you feel like? Why don't you flip rooms? Why don't you like? I was investigator. Like I knew even if I didn't say anything, I knew the things that was going on because I went in there. Kids are gonna push the envelope. Like God gave you parents because you need guidance, right? If you could do
I
it by
want to talk to some of
yourself,
these parents. That's because every parent that I talk to, I haven't found a parent that I talk to. Again, maybe it's just the bubble I'm in. But you don't have parents who not really trying to do right by their kids.
But you know what? I want to, and I don't want to go left with this, right? But me and Q was talking about this earlier.
Okay.
When are we going to have a conversation about teens and guns?
Okay.
When are we going to seriously talk about teens and guns? And
Okay.
not in a malicious way, not in an accusatory way, but when are we going to start talking about that if our children have a preoccupied fantasization with guns, what it is?
Yeah. I can't think of that word.
They like
but I know,
guns.
yeah, fascination.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If they have a fascination and an attitude with guns, shouldn't we take them to the gun range and start preparing them to use the tool or the weapon, right? Instead of like imagining and playing like it's not happening, right? And start getting them with some gun licenses and some gun training, right? Because we keep seeing these gun incidents happening. People start training their children with guns as young as 8, 9 years old.
Yeah.
Training, shooting, cleaning. And when are we going to get past the stigma in our community and start training and getting these children trained up with the pipe?
That's a great question because that's not a part of the culture of our community.
It ain't even part of the conversation, but we sitting with guns just whipped out. I put the video on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club page. Y'all can go watch the video, and y'all can determine if it's self-defense, if it's criminally, whatever it is. And I don't really, want to debate that because I don't know the law like that.
So I will tell you this: I do think that gun education is important. I think that you need to be educated on it. Listen. Now that's the one thing I will say. If I had to do it over again, I would have definitely took Qiana to the gun range at a younger age. I would have definitely got her more educated. Now she don't play with guns, but that's just my belief.
Yeah.
Right. When it comes
to a gun is not a toy, so
it's not a
nobody
toy.
should be playing with them.
And so,
but to have a healthy respect and appreciation for it,
or at least a healthy education
and a healthy respect, because
and removing that whole
that excitement and all that other stuff, and But I do think that is something that you should know. Like I'm at paintball, right? Ramboed up, flipping, boom, 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 boom.
You got good wind,
right? This is a couple of years ago.
Because I went paintball and I was winded.
Listen, so I'm in there doing the thing, boom, 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 boom.
Scared to death and out of breath. It was not a good experience.
When I got hit, it was somebody like under 13 that hit me.
Wow.
Right, and he was like, "It was me who hit you."
I mean, that's what you're there for.
But no.
Yeah.
But seriously, because
we do need to have that conversation.
Because I've witnessed, young teens and young adults, right, catching gun charges and going and doing time when a lot of times they could have had their gun license.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody tell them. Ain't nobody say it. Ain't nobody say, "Hey man, you can go get your gun license," and they have to drop that charge. And ain't nobody putting them up on their game, and it's hurting our community because now we hiding and pretending like it ain't there. But like you say, Jit got a gun in the room.
Yeah.
But again, so now Jit got a gun in the room. Now I'm finna say this. Now this is go back to the parents.
Okay.
You need, like, if you already know you have a troubled teen, and you listen, you hear the music, you need to be checking. Like we can't do one without the other. Like we ain't.
So you invaded the privacy of you?
Yeah, they don't have no privacy when they don't pay no bills.
Person,
they don't have if this saving.
They might be chipping in now.
It don't matter, but if you're saving lives, if you can, what is you doing? Like that if he got it, it's a street gun, right? It ain't registered, right? You know that you don't know if this gun got a body on it, right? And you talking about his privacy? I'm talking about your life.
Come on.
And you like privacy. What's privacy when I'm finna save your life? Do you know what's on this gun?
Yeah.
Do you know if it's 5 bodies on here?
Yeah. True.
That's back to the education that I was talking about from the beginning.
Let's see what the people say. So unfortunately, the teens and parents who need it most aren't in those rooms and don't feel they need help.
That's true.
That's true. Some parents do drop their kids off with the idea that they will be all right with no guidance. And so they take them to these places, put them out, call me when you're ready to get out.
That's how the kids want it too. So we gotta kind of, what I'm saying, we gotta walk that in the middle of the road.
There was something happening at the Galaxy this weekend I saw.
Those adults.
I don't know what it was. I rode by there and I'm like, what was that thing was like, I'm like, I remember being in the Galaxy and I don't think it can hold all them people. Like that didn't look like they was gonna be able to put all them people in there.
We used to be at the Galaxy.
I remember. Okay.
What you mean?
Now you acting brand new.
I just don't remember.
Oh no. Whole Lakewood Junior Spartans in there at a dance. What you mean?
Yeah, I remember, but it just seemed like it was a lot more people than I remember. But that's been 40 years, so take it how you want to.
40 years? 40 years ago, we was a lot smaller.
so that room could hold it. Yeah, that's like how you go to grandma's house. You ain't been to grandma's house. You're like, dang, all us used to be in here. Okay, thank you for that. Just like that. So if you're just tuning in, y'all, we're talking about the situation with teens and parents, and we got some comments from the
Carla don't know
audience.
what the Galaxy is. It ain't called the Galaxy no more.
It's an old hangout spot.
Yeah.
It's
Right
across
there.
the street from, what is that, Amscott?
The foundation
Across from the Foundation for Healthy St. Pete.
next to KFC.
Yeah. All right, so Qiana says, let's keep it real. The rules was do what I said, not what I do.
That's
And
the
the
rule.
village was real respect. We cared about each other.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
no, that's it. Janet Michelle, unfortunately, guns have been embedded in our culture, music, games, home, lifestyle. Conflict resolution and decision-making skills are needed.
Right. And the thing is I'm okay with the guns being embedded in a healthy way.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I am. If you are educated and you take the fear and the excitement away from the guns, like you said, like educate them.
Yeah.
Me and you talked about this, and so I'm all with the education. And when they get 21, let them get their license. Like let them go ahead and get a
The
register.
rules say they get rifles at 18
Okay.
and handguns at 21.
Okay.
Right. And so that's the beginning of norm right there. Because a lot of people don't even know what you can have and
Thank
when
you,
you
Kel.
can have it. You get what I'm saying? And that is a key difference
Yeah.
between somebody going to jail for 5 years in prison and having a lifetime felony, or having a proper firearm
Yeah.
that they're allowed to have at what age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a different time, but guess what? They can get an assault rifle before they get a handgun.
And you're right. I mean, it was definitely conversations where before you caught those charges, where like if you having that conversation, you can actually be a legal registered firearm
And ain't nobody
owner.
talking to them about that.
And then you get the training, and you get you have the healthy respect for the tool.
Now you become a responsible gun
Now you
owner.
become a responsible gun owner, and you're not demonizing these, guns. You remove the allure and all of that. So yeah, definitely want to continue the conversation, keep it going. There's a lot of opportunities for youth. Again, if you're not on the email list, put your email in the chat. See that did an amazing job of compiling the Community Voices Town Hall, and there's a lot of resources in there. So you like Keyshawn's Corner has an event coming up. Summer camps are coming up. There's youth employment opportunities with Urban League and Pinellas Opportunity Council. You still have the cohort of champions. I think Rise is doing something over there on 16th Street. And so there's opportunities. We need them to be more robust. Definitely, I don't think the scale is what it needs to be, because if you got a program that's only helping 35, 40 kids in a community of 4,000 or 5,000, I mean, you could make an impact, but come on, like, let's be real about what we're doing. So keep your eyes open. Definitely know that this is something that's ongoing, and
we're probably gonna be talking about it. And again, if you have some solutions,
gonna be
because we don't want to
Yeah.
just talk about the problem and don't have no solutions. We're here,
Yeah.
and so
I
like
got some solutions.
some solutions. So if y'all have some,
4 minutes in the 4 minute solutions. What are they? Solutions
ahead.
to teens and gun violence.
So I think one of the, we talked about one solution, education,
Yeah.
right? And I think another one of the keys, right, is coordination.
Yeah.
Right, being a community organizer.
hold
You
on,
know-
pose that thought. So in 4 minutes,
Carla.
Carla, introduce yourself.
Hey, y'all, good morning. This your boy, comedian David. David, what's up, man?
What's good? What's good? We talking about solutions to gun violence. What's some solutions that you propose, my brother?
Man, and I just want to let y'all know, y'all say kids is not, these kids is dangerous, man. I got a 4-year-old. I got to sleep with one eye open, one eye closed every night. And it's going crazy, y'all. We got to be on, be with them, and just pray for them.
That's right.
Don't believe me, I guess.
That's
Just
right.
pray for all stuff that kids. But I got a 4-year-old and he's dangerous.
Yeah,
Gotta get him right.
I hear that. Just turned 4 too, right? Yeah.
And he ready.
Hanging out with my boys from the Tampa Breakfast Club. Dad, happy 50th, Dad.
Yeah, happy 50th birthday, King
We
Jab.
don't know where you was at.
You know where I was at? I was supposed to be there. I done got a new job. I'm slinging Amazon packages. I'm the new Amazon Flex driver. So if you see me at your house in my car
Okay.
and I got on the Amazon Black vest, that's what
Yeah.
I'm doing.
I hear that.
Appreciate
Appreciate the
got
call,
many jobs. But all right, I see. Love
See.
y'all.
man.
I get a job.
comedian Damon Davis had my side hurting at the doggone table, man.
He funny.
Yeah, we had a good time. Saturday
Mm-hmm.
at King Jab's 50th party.
Yeah,
yeah.
Jab. So break it since he done brung it up. Happy. Well, we knew his birthday was
The 21st. Yeah.
the 21st.
Yeah.
But they did. I really want to be at that surprise party.
Yeah, it was amazing. We had a really good time, man. So shout out to King Jab and whole family, whole team. But yeah, so solutions to gun violence. Mr. Edmund, you had a few, yeah.
So I was talking about coordination,
Okay.
and organizing, right? We have a bunch of young men working with the chief and working, around this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's called radar. It's kids that's on the radar.
Okay.
So what is the radar?
Yeah. What is
Radar are the kids that are under supervision or some type of maybe probation or
They already in the prison, the pipeline.
High risk, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are kids that are not just out there, but are in the system.
Okay.
They got their name, they got their address, they got
some type of interaction. Yeah.
Yes, they got the coordinates for these young men.
Okay.
And so give or take it's 67 of them, maybe let's say at the most 100, 120 of them, right? Let's say at the most, I'm just reaching, I don't know. But there's 120 of them where if we can target resources, right? Because it's not all our kids.
Yeah.
Like even like if you take the Clearwater incidents, for example, it's thousands of kids and it was maybe 6 or 7 involved.
And then
one shooter.
Yeah.
It was one with a gun shooting.
Yeah.
One out of the thousands.
Yeah.
Right. Even the 6 or 7, we're just gonna brawl or fight.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They fight at the beach all the time. So
Yeah,
let's
they
stop playing.
Yeah,
right?
they do.
Let's
They
stop
do.
playing.
And they not us.
But I'm
That's
just
fighting
saying,
at the beach.
this is-
They're not us. That's fighting at the beach.
So the vast majority of the kids, right, are doing what they're supposed to do. They are, you know. But then that small group, we can contact them. We can call their phone them. We can go pick them up on the weekend.
Yeah.
Right. We can go mentor and help some of these young men or some of these young parents that need the help. Right. But it's only if we coordinate. Right. It's only when you have community people working with, the system in order to come up with a solution that really will make us all safer in the long run.
And I want to give a shout out to you as well as Antonio, the barber, with the mentorship program, because I know you just did a workshop.
Yep.
Like before all of this stuff popped off, there was with the Big Brothers Big Sisters at Central Station Competitive Risk Coalition. Mentor. Shout out to Tony Wells with his men educating. I can't think of what mentor is. Tony Wells. But he has a thing training other role models or something like that. But it's a great program, and they really doing that as well. So again, it is resources out here. It's just a more coordination I think needs to happen, and we'll continue the conversation. But we got a lot of stuff to cover in here. One of the things that I saw, criminal justice system. This is kind of giving rise to that conversation about the criminal justice system and punishment over justice. So there was a garbage man in St. Pete that was recently charged. I'm trying to find the article. He was recently charged with an incident that resulted in the death of somebody in an alley. Y'all familiar with that story?
Yes.
I can't find it.
I think
Here we go. So it was a tragic incident involving a city sanitation worker and a resident. And it was talking about how he was doing some work in the alley and hit a lady who was laying in the alley or something. She ended up dying, and then they charged him with leaving the scene of an accident or something like that. And now there's a GoFundMe for his legal services because people saying like, what the heck, man?
I'm with the people at this point.
Okay.
On this one, I know somebody came out and say they tried to pre-warn him or whatever. That was, and even that, like I'm thinking of my garbage man truck, right? Coming in there, you know how like they can't.
I know what you're saying.
Watch out! You shake your head. You keep it moving because
because they don't know what you said.
You don't know what you said up there. Watch out! There's somebody in the alley. You keep it moving. He'd say that he didn't even know nobody was there. From my until.
Oh man!
And it's so what it is. This is like several tragedies converging all at once. The tragedy of somebody sleeping in the alley. In the middle of the
see, the
let's
fact
talk
that you land in an alley, like just
the tragedy.
that's the first system failure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then here's the tragedy of headlines. So now when I Googled garbage truck driver, that's just the Google search. Here's what come up. St. Pete garbage truck driver ignored warning before. Garbage truck driver ignored warnings. Like this is,
and that's messed up because
that is.
what it's doing is, and he might need to sue because what they're doing is they prejudicing a jury that might have to represent. I mean, be his.
Those were the first headlines.
Yeah.
And then you got some garbage truck driver hits and kills woman in St. Pete.
It was a fatal
garbage
accident.
Truck driver charged after running over. But you don't see anything about accident. You don't see anything about like it's just crazy.
Yeah.
And I really do think that, like, I don't think he woke up this morning and randomly picked somebody that he said, "Oh, I'm gonna run over and keep it moving."
Yeah.
Like, I just don't see that. Like, that just don't. Like,
or you're gonna run somebody over and be like, "Oh my God, I gotta get out of here."
But that's why I say it's tragedy on tragedy, right? I don't think he running trying to hide or nothing. He probably didn't even know really clearly what happened
exactly
on the other side of that truck. So
you
know what I'm saying? Praying for both families.
Yeah.
Because we was already talking about
and
cleaning up the alleys, right?
And,
we were already doing like a south side alley cleanup. This will happen on the north side, Fifth Avenue, but that's just right down the road from where we was talking about cleaning up. Yep. Actually, that's one of the places we did the pictures.
Okay.
So and then it came out so quick. So remind you, this happened like 6-something in the morning.
Yeah.
Before daybreak, right? Daylight or whatever. Now, by the time the story came out, how did they already know the cause of death? Like, how did we know that she wasn't already dead prior to that? Even though somebody's saying that, because typically people are laying on the side.
Yeah.
I just don't understand.
No, laying on the side, like, you know.
So here's context for those who didn't see it. It says the St. Petersburg Police Department said a 49-year-old woman is dead after being run over by a city garbage truck driver Saturday. A spokesperson said officers responded to the fatal collision near 17 3rd Street North around 6:30 a.m. At the scene, they found the victim lying across an alley, having suffered fatal injuries after being struck by the truck. St. Pete Police Department said the driver, a City of St. Petersburg employee, did not stop after hitting her. He was identified later and charged with leaving the scene of the crash, the spokesperson said. The victim will be identified after police locate and inform her next of kin. Yeah, so that's the context for those who may be just tuning in. We're talking about this tragic incident, and great point, Mr. Edmond, about just the multiple layers of tragedy, in this, because like the whole question about like why is she laying in an alley? Is that even?
That should be, but so her laying in the alley. My question is, why is she laying in the middle of the alley?
Okay.
Like, is she all like, it's like, because usually you don't lay in the middle and go to sleep where traffic goes through. You find your cubby hole.
Yeah.
That's what I said. You don't normally just think about questions. Like, I mean, even the homeless, like they you seen them on the sidewalk. You duck off. And so they sleep in the alley. That's what I'm saying. What prompted her to be in the middle?
Yeah.
Where there's traffic that you sleep in. So like, was she already dead? Like, is it something else? Like, and then for them to say cause of death immediately was this, and knowing that she was already pre-laying there, will make me want to do an autopsy and make sure there was no other cause, because now this could be just me thinking, this could be a whole nother setup. They know when the garbage man truck come in. Mm-hmm. So listen. Yeah. Put her right there. Now the garbage man truck got it, because he know they ain't paying no attention. It's late, they can't see. It's early, they can't see.
And like I said, I did see a GoFundMe that was set up for the brother who is being charged, and they were saying that he's been a stand-up worker for the city 34 years, haven't had any complaints from what I saw in the article. And so again, man, prayers to the family and those who engaged. Another thing that I saw, since we're talking about accidents, and then we can get up off of this tragedy, there was an e-bike accident. I saw a Qiana boy. He's a business owner on Fusion 49. Mm-hmm. He has Qiana boy Hibachi up there, and he posted that his son was involved in an e-bike accident where he was rear-ended by a truck. And so he riding the e-bike, got rear-ended, knocked off the e-bike, and it caused him to have a traumatic head injury. And so that was another part of this conversation about the growth of e-bikes safety, helmet use, because another part of what they were saying was that he was riding at night and didn't have lights on the bike. And so the driver cooperated, stayed, on the scene, and basically said that he didn't see him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I had the worst thing.
Said he didn't see him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as a, somebody who got an e-bike for my birthday, like I see how you got to really like
you
take your safety.
You have to be proactive.
You have to
on
really
those
be
e-bikes.
Heck yeah, boy.
I'm telling you,
really do.
Watch yourself because they don't see you.
Yeah, headlights,
they don't
tail
see
lights.
Don't wear all black,
like
especially
like helmets. Like
you're in their blind spot. Just always think like that. Just you know how you be. Do you see me? No, just assume that they don't see you. You know what I mean? Yes.
Like, because I'm talking about, I'm riding and people just turn right in front of you.
This is not a game.
Like I'm like you don't see me. Like,
no, I don't.
The more
like
you ride,
the
more incidents.
Yeah.
No, and you want me to tell you? No, they don't.
Yeah.
They're backing up.
But that's the reality of it. It's like, okay, I'm riding. Like, you really have to be a defensive rider on these e-bikes.
And speaking about accidents and e-bikes, it was also another accident on 18th.
I saw that.
A tragedy, man.
Yeah.
So, like, prayers to the family.
Y'all be safe out here on these streets.
So is this an infrastructure thing or is this a people thing?
I think it's
all of the above.
It's just like we were talking earlier of how these tragedies are meeting.
Okay.
Right? Because if you do remember, we have advocate for the complete streets, and
that's what I'm asking.
The data and the information that was used to get that big budget to do 9th Street North, it was actually supposed to be 18th Avenue.
Yeah.
But when 18th, the funding came down, they just dropped it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now here we is back. And really the data that was used for the money that was gotten was from 18th.
That's right.
So now here we is 10 years later, still having these tragedies.
I remember doing the walks and going from like 31st all the way down and identifying what was that 19th and 18th right there. That's why they put that. That's why they put that crosswalk there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they changed some lights, but it's still
it need to be relit. Really, when the budget came down, I think what happened was they didn't see the priority address as the priority. Right, the priority zip code that the study was based on. We see this a lot of times. The study comes down, the work gets done, and the funds go north.
Yeah.
And it's sad, but the reality is, if we don't have our civics together and really be involved, it's gonna keep happening.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing gonna come our way until we get organized and really engaged.
And I think it's a multi-frontal approach because we have that, and I'm glad y'all said that earlier. It's not either or. It's like both and. Like we talk about engaging and engagement and accepting responsibility. So like there are conversations about like pedestrian safety, right, that need to be had. And like I remember going to school and they had the conversations about look both ways and how to cross the street and e-bikes have given this whole new layer to the conversation because you riding a bike, you already if you riding anything like how we used to ride, you ain't really following road rules. You know what I'm saying? Like just being honest. Like if the light red and ain't no cars coming, you going on your bicycle. Like you're not stopping at the light, waiting for the light to change to cross the street on your bike.
Sometimes
I mean nowadays, but I mean you think about teens. We talking about teens, and a teenager, if the light green ain't nobody coming, you going. I mean that's the teenager I was. I don't get off my bike and walk across the street and then get back on it and go across the street. Like these are things that safety precautions.
But these ain't even just teens. These are just people.
What I mean.
No, but
but you know what I mean. It was like certain rules that they told you this is how you be safe.
But we didn't.
Like I don't know who having those conversations.
Who know your hand signal?
I know mine. I don't use them though. That's what I'm saying. Like
I know someone.
Like I know my hand signal, and I remember we did like a bike tour, and everybody was okay. You got to use these when we together on these ride outs. But when you as an individual, you still have to practice. Your pedestrian
safety. Right, but who's hosting those? And I think one of the problems is another scattered thing.
Okay.
Right. It's groups and this stuff happening, but I think scattered and fragmented. The neighborhoods and the zip codes that need it the most ain't getting it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as so many other issues.
I know. Yeah. They put the money in where they feel like it's more profitable or better for what I mean.
Or
more
political. I'm saying. That's organizing.
Or not political, or they feel like the most need. Like you see we got Kenny. This your side. Kenny was on 16th Street for how long? He get arrested. Now he over there on 9th Street.
Yeah.
Because the optics don't look so nice to be
the priority area.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they wanted to get him
so
off.
So you think about like the training
he can
that's
go be down there, yeah, but he can't be here.
But then you think of the training and the things that they do when they can invest the money in, like you say, the money that was supposed to be for 18th, they put it on 9th Street North.
Yep. Yeah, I remember
right.
Safe streets and bike lanes and all of the stuff that was supposed to be coming to 18th.
Because
South.
that's your priority area.
But
then you look at the area that needed the money. Mm-hmm. You didn't do it, but then you say that's the problem area.
Yeah.
Right.
But you won't invest in the
but
problem
you won't
area.
And you won't fix what the problem is. You know what I mean? And you have the resources to make it better.
Showing me a lot about these roads, like because I'm going. I know where the smooth roads at. I know where the rough roads at, and I'm telling you, I know a lot of the rough roads that I'm riding is in our neighborhoods. And then when you get further down,
it's smooth.
It starts to smooth out.
Smooth as butter.
I'm seeing it, and I'm on my bike. So another thing, in the time that we got, we talked about this during the break, right? And so it's this dichotomy is the word that came up. I don't even know if that's the right word, but that was just the word that came up. Tell me if I'm right. Dichotomy,
I like that word.
right? Of this idea that you celebrate single mothers when they do things, when the children make it. So when the children make it, let's say you got an NFL star that made it. You celebrate the single mother. But then when the child don't make it, the single mother get a pass and you blame the absent father.
I don't. So here we go.
Shout out, love. Shout out, love. Love talked about this yesterday.
That's kind of what I took. Help me with the rest of the content.
Okay, let me say. So all right, so here we go. Let me
Yeah.
say this: is I don't think that the single mother should get a pass, but I don't think it's all her fault. That's just I you can't make me change my mind on that. We can rebuttal that. We can go back and forth all day. Yeah, no, but I'm just saying. But I will tell you this. It's just like when I heard, like when the daddy come and take their kids out, right? And you get them, yay, right? Why am I praising you for something that you should be doing? Right? So no. So again, statistically, you look at that single households have a hard time. So when you get praises when you beat the odds. Right? If you're a part of the statistic, you're trying to figure out the solution.
But beating the odds, you can beat the odds by doing what you're supposed to do a lot of times.
So say that what you mean.
So if you just like get your discipline in, get your ethics in, you follow what you're supposed to follow, then a lot of times you can. So you can beat those odds.
You can, but okay. So here you go.
Yeah,
you do.
Yeah.
So at this,
you got C students that beating the odds. They're not A students. They're not excelling, but but they're not statistics. They're not.
So let me tell you.
And we talking about the beating the odds when you, like you said, you made it to the league.
To the league. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, and you knew that. You just trying to make an argument. Okay, but anyway.
I'm just trying to bring balance to this conversation.
So here we had. So when we did on Thursday night around the lake, right?
Okay.
We had a single mama there of 5. And she said she owned her kids every day.
Yeah.
Right? She said when she right there, her kids is.
Yeah.
She said when she leave that site, somebody done told her and said her kids is acting the monkey.
As soon as you leave.
Right? And so she doing.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Right? She said, listen, she got 4 boys, 1 daughter. She said, I'm going to the men, say, please take them, get job.
Yeah.
They told her, you too young. You too young to help me cut y'all. To hold the trash can. Now this single mama, she said like, and to hear her story is heartbreaking because like she said she was born in the prison system.
Yeah.
Her mama was pregnant and had her while she was in prison. Only one father is in the life of this child.
Okay.
And he tried to help out with all of them. The rest of them in and out the prison system. She like, everywhere, if I see a book somewhere, I stop, make them go read. I'm putting them in everything that I can. Right? And so then this single mama she here reaching out and saying, hey, I need the support of the community. This is a single mama. And if one of her kids fall right here, I'm not blaming her because she's out here reaching. Now, what happens is the same single mama because one of her kids want to be an engineer.
Okay.
Tony Wells took that kid and do it. And if they make it out, yes, I am praising her for that.
Okay.
Because again, I am, but I've seen her reach out. And so, no, I'm not going to sit up here and say, no, this is your fault. Completely.
So
Completely. Because we have, so let me say this, we do have choices of who we have children with. But a lot of times we don't take the time to actually, vet properly.
See, that's a whole nother.
You know what I mean?
Part of this equation.
But to sit up there and say that we're gonna give because if a single mama trying to do everything they can and the system end up taking it, it's not necessarily her fault when she's out there reaching. Go ahead.
I think this is a lot to unpack. It really is. It's not as easy as one or the other, because the work that goes to have a professional athlete or anything, right? The dedication that it takes, that should be saluted for 1,000 times, because to break that generational curse that a lot of the people in, that like one person per adult per household that's a hard job for a mother.
Yeah,
and if you can,
or father, because you got single fathers out here. That's engaged situation, right?
And if you can roll that into a successful athlete or a professional of anything, that should be saluted. And if that doesn't happen and something does go bad, I don't think that the blame should go to the mother, right? Because I think that is, So I hear one without the other though.
Let me ask this then. Just hearing that this question that's coming to mind, right? We talking about solutions and things that could be done, changing culture and all of that stuff. And if we are aware and have been for a long time that these single parent households are problematic, and they are, a lot of the challenges, I guess, that the youth have, when you double click on it, you see that they come from single parent households. So what is the solve for like getting our 2-parent household numbers up? Like, how do you do that? You know what I mean? Like, okay, if we're saying 70% of the households are single mothers, how do we get that number down to 50%? How do we get that number down to 20%? Like, what is an acceptable number where we can see a change in these statistics? If you're saying because of this percentage, this is why you having that problem. What do you do to get that percentage down, specifically around 2-parent households? How do we get more 2-parent households?
Everybody don't speak at the same time.
Say that question again.
How do we increase the number of 2-parent households in our community? Feel free to chime in.
So let me tell you. First of all, we need to change. Go back. So we tell our daughters, that you're not supposed to date, right? And like basically find one person.
Okay.
And you lock in. We teach our daughters about faithfulness and not being a hoe and all this other stuff. Boom, boom, boom. We teach our men the opposite. We tell them at a young age, like, don't settle down. You go it like, no, we
hashtag blame the black man. Go
no,
ahead.
no, I'm not. But no, I'm not. But see, when you
that's why I was just what you said. It's like, okay, here we go. Hashtag blame the black man.
But I'm not. So here, I want you.
That's what's on my mind.
So we could talk, but no, I'm not. I'm blaming the system and not the black man. And I think the way that we're teaching our black men puts the blame on them, right? So the way that we are teaching and telling them, like we tell, like how many of the black boys, like don't settle down, and then as soon as they get 18, we tell them when they're not faithful that they need to be faithful, but we never taught them what monogamy looks like. Growing up, we always told them date around, don't you settle down, like we teach
how to be a player,
right? And then
but that's handing down. That's you get that from 3-4 generations.
And again, I'm talking about changing the system.
But I'm just saying that's why you see
right. And then we need to tell them. We're talking about how do we get more 2-parent households. It's what we are teaching. right? And what we are showing. And again, we have been taught all these toxic relationships. So who wants to go in a toxic relationship and want to settle down when all you've seen was toxicity? We're told that nothing good comes without a struggle, right? You gotta, if it's worth having, you're gonna fight for it. When do we give them the tools so that now we can communicate that it don't have to be all of this, and where you have healthy relationships? So it starts with how we are teaching and what we are pouring into our children so that they know the value of the two-parent household, and why that, like, sex, I mean, we all, people know it, but why having children outside of this marriage could be a problem. You know what I mean? And you think about grown-ups can't even handle your emotions, right? So think of when you add sex in the conversation for teens, right? Grown-ups can't even handle their emotions when they're having sex. So think of a 15, 16-year-old trying to navigate that situation.
I think what makes a good relationship is when people are healed.
Okay.
Right. I think a lot of times, no matter what age, you got hurt people hurting people.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's become an epidemic, right?
Yeah.
And it's a self-defeating cycle that's hurting us all because there's so many hurt people hurting other people.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And it's just an endless cycle. And
I agree with that.
And I think we just got to start first just by healing. You know what I mean?
No,
individual healing.
No, that's huge.
And then that individual healing, then it turns to like a community healing or a bigger or relationship, then community healing. But it starts, I think, individual.
Ms. Young says, you cannot know who somebody is. I hate when someone say, you know who you picked for your baby daddy or your kid's father. No, you don't.
You can't.
No, you don't.
So let me say this.
Over
People do. No. So
people change over time.
No, and you know what?
Some people grow worse.
Some people do, but I will tell you this: a lot of time there is no time. How many people you heard again didn't get no time with that person, and you're already pregnant?
Okay.
Right, and so we don't subscribe to all.
So that means you got to slow down the process.
You do got to slow down the process. Yeah. Ain't nobody sitting down learning. It's more than just them. It's their parents.
She ain't picking up the phone.
Yeah, she don't even want to talk to y'all.
No.
How you doing?
Call you and we're talking about how do we increase the number of two-parent households in our community? What's your thoughts?
Good morning, family.
Good morning.
Good morning. I was just going to say, we have to increase those opportunities to be filled and actually impart wisdom into our kids and listen to our kids. Because we don't know what messaging they're getting outside of the house.
Right.
So we could, and then also modeling that.
We never had nobody try to call in.
Modeling that relationship inside the house, and it's a healthy relationship.
That's right. That's
and
healing.
again, we don't know what messages they're getting on the outside. So when we sit down and have those conversations and actually ask the kids, like what do they think about it, and hear what they're saying from their perspective, it can kind of give us a clue into what type of messages they're receiving, and then that can help us as parents kind of figure out how are we going to approach this and impart this wisdom into the kids, because we as adults know the benefit of having a healthy two-parent home. And sometimes they don't realize the benefit of it until they're outside of the home and they meet kids that don't have two parents. But again, I think it goes back to creating more moments with our kids of being still, and that could be having dinner together.
Yeah.
It could be doing activities together that generate conversations to get inside their little head.
Yes. Thank you for that.
Thank you for going on. That's all I gotta say. Bye.
Thank you for calling.
Well, I went there because I'm always talking about dinner time, right?
We got to really invest in those opportunities, and then so now they got like these tonight's conversation cards. Maybe we need some conversation cards for parents and their children. Like
I think
you play this game, so now you flip this card and you ask. Like we need to be able to help have guided conversations with our children, not just how your day went.
Okay, and back to you don't know your baby daddy. Right.
You don't know who they is.
You don't know who they is.
You can't know them.
And so, okay, and I will tell you is that people always show you who they are.
From what's on your mind.
Right? Like, no, people show you who they are. You choose to ignore it or accept it.
Okay.
There's always signs.
Okay.
There's always signs of people who they could be. Like, nobody, okay, here we go. You know you got to cheat them, even if you ain't never caught them, right?
But do you?
Yes, you do. Right? And you think, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Now, yes, you do.
I don't think so, Qiana.
Listen, prove me wrong.
We do it on Wednesday.
All right, prove me wrong.
I got some lived experience where it's like, I ain't know. I thought I knew, but then you don't.
Introduce yourself.
I don't think I need no introduction.
Right on.
You
right
me.
on.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say two things. One of the things is we gotta respect each other as parents. We always say a 2-parent household, but I know many people grew up without no 2-parent household.
Yeah.
And it was because the other people and you had to respect them.
Yeah.
I wish you could have been at their party so you could see that some of those elder people say, I know him since this, and I told him this, and he did this and all of that.
Yeah.
When they was passing the mic around. The other thing is that you say, well, you don't know. The reason you always say, if I knew then what I knew now, you didn't give yourself time to know then what you know now.
Yeah.
If you give yourself time, you would have known then what you know now. But you didn't give yourself time to know then what you know now.
Look, that's 2 snaps up in a circle. Appreciate that. We gotta go, man. We're gonna continue this conversation, and I think I might just put this out as what the people say. We talk about it for What's on Your Mind Wednesday, because it's a lot into this, like this whole courtship process. I think what we're talking about now is courtship.
It is,
and that's what you're supposed to be doing during courtship, is getting to know the person, right? And then you making a decision about what a future with that person looks like as a part of this courtship process. But I think we skip that, and if we don't skip it, we don't really use it. We don't use it as a way to make a decision.
The get made during the courtship.
No, but what happened is.
But that ain't the time.
But again,
the court is when you present your evidence
and
as to why you would make a good.
And what happened is a lot of times, and we're gonna end it like that. No, but a lot of times. We're gonna talk
about courtshort on What's on Your Mind Wednesday.
Right, we're gonna leave. It is 9 o'clock.
Go ahead, lose your shoes with Sister Hughes. Shout out around the house.
You ain't finna cut me off, Mr. Don't show up.
Hey, shout out around the house.
Lose your shoes. Cut you off today and won't be here for 3 weeks. We got okay. Yeah. I see what happened is, Brother Edmund, you got to show up a few more days before you get cut.
But no, we gotta talk about it. I do got some shit. Oh.
I'm gonna just say bye.